Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. Hope you're all having a good day, good start to your day. Wherever and however you may be listening to the show and whatever you may be doing. People do all kinds of things while they listen to the radio. You know that. I'm just saying. Anyway, Dr. Jeffrey Anshel will be along today. Dr. Anshel was on a while back, not long ago. He's pretty smart. Yeah. Going to talk to him about eye health. We tend to, our hearing and our eyesight, we tend to take those for granted, right? If you were to lose one of those senses, one's life would change dramatically, wouldn't it? We'll see what's on his mind about eye health and what ideas he has about. He has a lot of clinical experience. You have to like that because he can tell you what he sees in the trench every day. You know, it's like those doctors in the military who are in combat, and they see just horrible injuries, and they have to operate. You know, the surgeons. Talking to somebody like that, and then talking to somebody, a surgeon perhaps that doesn't have that kind of experience, that kind of clinical experience, makes it for a very different conversation. Not to say that that's the defining, variable that makes somebody a great surgeon. I'm just saying that you get to see you get and do and have to perform in ways that otherwise maybe other surgeons wouldn't have to. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But he's not a surgeon, but you get my point. His clinical experience is pretty vast. So he has things to say about what happens to our eyes and how to be treated in day-to-day life and day-to-day practice. So we'll talk with him. And we'll talk with you if you'd like to call. Talk with you now, too. But please call the show, 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. It's coast to coast. Today is second day of summer. Anybody keeping track? Nobody's around.
Second or third, I know that.
Oh, you're here today?
Yeah.
Okay. That phone, I'm going to take that phone from you. That's what I'm going to do. You know what would happen? You would know what to do. If I took your phone from you, you would probably, I'd have to get you medicated. Right? Am I right? Come on now. Tell the truth.
I don't know.
No, come on. If I took your phone away, you couldn't be without that phone for 15 minutes.
I went out all night without it last night.
Oh, big G, while you were sleeping.
No.
Oh, okay.
I was out for my birthday. I had sushi for the first time.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's the first time in your life you ate sushi?
First time ever. That's actually the phone conversation.
You just got introduced to cucumbers.
Yep.
You're 36 years old. What are you doing? What kind of nutritional life do you have?
It didn't sound appealing, I guess.
Stephen, How do you live for 36 years and not eat cucumbers? How do you live for 36 years and not eat sushi? Sushi I could get.
Yeah, sushi I understand. It's
The cucumbers?
He didn't know they were pickles.
Oh, he's going to come back on you. He's going to come back on
I got to
you.
deflect it off of me, man.
That's good. That was a good move.
Hey, you know,
We got to expand your nutritional experience here,
I'm
pal.
trying. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm out there. I'm giving it a shot. Less pizza, more vegetables.
This is a nationally syndicated health talk
I
show.
wasn't lying when I told people I
isn't
sound like a goofball in 30 different states.
This isn't wrestling, man. This is
Yeah.
a health show. Can you help me out here, Stephen? I don't know what to say. I didn't mean.
Well,
I'll just take a page out of your book.
to be
Baby
fair,
steps.
Josh has only been here like, a year or so. So
Yeah,
This is a health talk show. You don't come in the room with potato chips.
I don't.
I'm just saying. Some people have.
Yes, they have.
No Coca-Cola.
We did come up with a prank that we were gonna try. We're gonna take a bottle of Mountain Dew and put a donut on it
And put it in
instead of, and then but
Put it
we
in
were-
front of me.
Yeah, well,
That's like showing a crucifix to Dracula. What's the
Yes.
matter with you?
oh, we got cold feet right away. We
Did
were like,
you?
oh, never mind.
Never mind.
Yep, bad idea.
Now, if you would have put a cronut down there, I might have looked at that.
Actually, I had an egg McMuffin, and
That's
Jamie
not bad. That's not bad.
well, that's what I'm saying. And then Jamie goes, "Dude, you shouldn't have that. Doc's gonna flip out on you." I was like, "No, he's good with it." No, he's not. Swear to God,
Egg
he's good with
McMuffin
it.
is a better choice than a donut.
Oh yeah.
Much better.
Usually it's a banana in the morning, and a protein shake.
Okay, well, that's good. You're
Small wins, my friend.
the small wins. You learned that on the show.
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
pay attention.
All right. 877-897-8255. I have that conversation because I know there are people out there listening saying, I identify with this. I get this. I get this. Yeah,
All you got to do is give it a shot.
I know. There's so many temptations. Our relationship with food is so complicated, and so much of it is out of our own awareness, and so much of it is shaped by things that we would never think of. Let me give you an example. Let me send this to you right now, Josh.
Gotcha.
Josh is the produces the video portion of the show, and what I send him every morning are the list of stories and studies that I'm going to talk about on the show and share with you, so that he can then flash those up onto the TV screen, and then you can see the actual study that I'm talking about. This is an evidence-based show, and I rely on the research. I'm interested in people's opinions if they're provocative and interesting. Otherwise, I don't want to hear about it. Don't just tell me, I think you should do this and that. Well, how do you know that? Yeah. To get to my point, though, as I said, much of our relationship is shaped with food is shaped in ways that we don't realize. Take children, for example, and where they live, okay? Their neighborhoods. You say, well, what does that have to do with their relationship with food? It has plenty to do when you take a look at this real innovative study that these researchers from Lawson, did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
Lawson Health Research Institute. They use GPS technology to provide some evidence that adolescents who live in neighborhoods where there are junk food outlets on their trips to and from school tend to do what? What do you think they tend to do? Walk by them? Like they do the churches? They don't go inside, right? No. The more junk food outlets on the way to and from school, the more times they went into them. Makes sense. But they wanted to, we would have hypothesized that, you and I'm sure, and guessed that. But they wanted to demonstrate it, and they wanted to see, will these kids, will these adolescents, would having junk food outlets in the neighborhood to and from school affect whether or not and to what extent these kids will go into those stores and eat that food. So that the more interesting point about this study is the sub-theme is that their relationship with food is being shaped by the number of junk food outlets to and from their school. They're not thinking about that. They're not thinking about their relationship with food, but it's being shaped by that variable. This goes on all day long with everybody, children, adolescents, adults, no matter what age, no matter where you live. It's amazing. We'll be back. I'll tell you a little bit more about this. We have a couple other stories on the stove that we're cooking.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter. Formulated to support a whole body, healthy inflammation response. An ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Dr. Anshel will be along here in a moment. Again, getting to this notion of the relationship with food. And I was just reporting that children that live in neighborhoods where there are junk food outlets to and from school, what do you think those kids are going to do, those adolescents? They're going to walk by those stores? No, they go in them and they purchase and they eat the food. My point is that their relationship with food is being shaped, and they don't even realize it just by the mere fact, the mere presence of these stores. And these researchers were clever. They used GPS technology to do this study. I won't get into the details of it because it's a little tedious. But nevertheless, that's the point, though, that our relationship with food, as I've been talking about most recently, nearly every day now, is in my opinion, is one of the most important relationships in our life. That's my view. I've come to believe that over 11 years doing this show. And then your relationship with food, there's a story coming out of Iowa State, a study on harsh parenting. You'll find that at Science Daily, Josh. Harsh parenting and food insecurity. And that those in combination predict obesity for young women. You see what I'm getting at here? That's why when I hear doctors and other people, anybody, say that people are obese, it's their fault, they don't take personal responsibility, you know, that it's their fault. I've heard doctors say that. It's irresponsible to say that. That I don't know how they made it through medical school to say that. They're smarter than that. They should know better than that. Becoming obese is not just because you ate too many calories. Yes. It's far more complicated. Here's another, this is a great example. They found that adolescence years certainly are full of changes. We know that that's difficult for young people. This new study suggests that when these adolescent years include prolonged periods of food insecurity, coupled with harsh parenting practices, young women are prone to become obese in early adulthood. Food insecurity, in case you need a definition, that's when the supply of food, it's a condition related to the supply of food and a person's access to the food. So when these youngsters are not getting the kind of access to food that they need, and that's coupled with harsh parenting, they tend to become obese. So their relationship with food becomes very dysfunctional. Here's a quote from one of the researchers in the study. When females who are normal weight in their early adolescence experience food insecurity, something happens in their bodies, said Dr. Brenda Lohman. She said this sets them on a path toward increased weight gain. So by the time they are 23, they are more likely to be overweight or obese. The study was published in the Journal of Adolescent Health. According to the study, food deprivation, not getting access to food, whether that's by design or by choice, when combined with other stressors, for example, harsh parenting, which they looked at in this study, it has an impact on their development, on these adolescents' development. In the study, harsh parenting was defined as hostile or aversive physical contact, punishment in response to misbehavior or anger, critical or disapproving behavior. You take that, coupled with food insecurity, boom, their relationship with food becomes dysfunctional, and they overeat at some point and then become overweight or obese. Now, to blame that person for being obese or overweight to say, well, you just don't take personal responsibility, that's irresponsible to say that. The path to obesity is very complicated. It's not just overconsumption of calories. It's what you eat, when you eat, where you eat, with whom you eat, the environment in which you eat and live, your relationship with your parents who teach you about food, and others who teach you about food, either by instruction or just by their watching them. And again, I'll say it. I'm on record to say it. In my opinion, and this is not a hard argument to make, a person's relationship with food is probably one of the most important relationships in a person's life. We typically think of relationships in terms of other people. Certainly, interpersonal relationships, I get that. But the relationship with food, it can set up a person for ill health. If it becomes dysfunctional in early childhood, especially between the ages of 1 and 3, that child is on a path to ill health and a dysfunctional relationship with food for the rest of their life if nothing intervenes to stop it. It would be great to get a psychologist on here who specializes in food disorders and eating disorders and whatnot and have them talk about that. Now, when I first started this show, I developed this view it took 11 years to develop this point of view and figure this out and try to come to some understanding about this. Food is not just food in terms of quantity, quality, and how we relate to it. Food is not just food. It's a driving force. It is a driving force in a person's health destiny. Make no mistake about it. Genetics are operating. They're there, no question. But it's that relationship with food. And ironically, that's something we could do something about, but sometimes we don't know what to do. We'll be back. We'll talk to Dr. Anshel.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, or whatever you may be doing, Lord knows. We're coast to coast, including Hawaii. Here's a toll-free number, 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Dr. Jeffrey Anshel is my guest. He's been on once before. And Dr. Anshel is a doctor of optometry. And trouble with my throat today. Pardon me. And as I was saying earlier in our previous conversation we had with him, he has a lot of clinical experience, and that's good because he can tell us what goes on in the trench every day, right? Dr. Anshel, welcome back to the show.
Well, good. Hi, Michael. Good to be here. Thank you.
How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you.
How's your relationship with food?
Love it. It's great. In moderation, of course.
I know you were on the phone. I saw on the computer that you were holding, and I don't know if you had were listening to what I was reporting and saying.
Yes, I was.
You have a comment about that? Did I go too far in saying that?
Well, yeah. There's always the mental, psychological aspects of eating. Those are, obviously a significant part of it. As a matter of fact, my brother is a retired professor in Tennessee, and he deals with sports performance and a lot of the psychological aspects of sports performance, including people's relationship to food.
Mm-hmm.
So we interact quite a bit and talk about these things as well.
Mm-hmm. I think it's typically we think of interpersonal relationships, our relationship with people. But, you have people talk about their relationship with God, their relationship with this, and their relationship with that.
Exactly.
But our relationship with food. And I find that an interesting, at least in my view anyway, an interesting way to think about food. It gives you more degrees of freedom to explore how things can go, how things can go badly, if you will, or how things can develop in a good way in your life, in your health. I think you don't need a PhD in anything or any kind of medical degree to make the conclusion, to reach the conclusion that a dysfunctional relationship with food certainly increases your odds of experiencing ill health relative to health, wellness, and well-being.
Sure.
Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's they don't have the term comfort food for nothing, because people turn to food, when things go wrong, and it affects them not only physically but psychologically as well. So it's got to be part of the equation.
How important is the relationship with a person's food to eye health?
Well, actually, when most people think about food related to vision, it's a carrot thing. Eat your. Mom told you eat your carrots.
Yes.
And you'll be able to see well. And that sounds good. and actually, there's maybe a scientific rationale for doing that. But when you get down to the real science, it's not really going to play that big of a role in how well you see.
Well, but
go ahead.
Is there a correlation between a person's relationship with food, in other words, what they eat, and just in that aspect, and their vision?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, I've had patients with diabetes who have 7 pairs of glasses, and they just try them on in the morning and see which one they can see better out of.
Why is that, Dr. Anshel?
Because the blood sugar levels will affect some of the structures inside the eye, and literally become more nearsighted, more or less nearsighted, depending on the blood sugar levels.
That's the first time anybody's ever said that on this show. In other words, you have to get up in the morning and figure out, you could probably tell what your blood sugar level might be by which pair of glasses you need to wear.
That's happened. It's kind of unusual, but it was
darned.
a patient of mine a long time ago that happened to, and it was uncontrolled diabetes, and they were just not taking care of themselves, and they just had to keep trying different glasses on to see which ones they could see better out of.
Well, I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Isn't that's intriguing? I mean, who would have thought to put that together like that, right?
Well, one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults is diabetes, and it's something that a lot of the diabetic patients don't really realize is how much it can affect your eyes. Because when you do look into the eye, you're actually looking at the living blood vessels in your body without having to cut you open, so it's kind of handy. And you can see how the blood vessels are responding to your body and your diet.
Are the blood vessels in the eye a microcosm of the blood vessel system and the health of a blood vessel system in a person's body?
Absolutely. Well, it's the same system. I mean, basically, we're just, you've heard of this window to the soul type of concept for vision or for eyes. Basically, yeah, it's a kind of mirror of the body. We're seeing the actual body in real time inside the body. It's our window, and we're seeing the blood vessels. And there's a lot of relationships of the eye issues to kidney or liver function as well, because these are the same size of blood vessels that you'll see in those organs.
And when we say blood vessels, we're talking about veins and arteries, yes?
Arteries and veins, yep.
So in other words, if you look into the patient's eyes, you're examining them, and
right.
you see atherosclerosis, is that the right?
Oh, yes.
If you see atherosclerosis in those arteries in the person's eye, you can then infer that something else is going on in their other parts of the arterial system that are not good too.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, hypertension, high blood pressure, and diabetes are two of the most common things we see as far as physical problems through the eye. We can there's even a grading system. It's stage 1 hypertension, stage 2, 3, or 4.
Yes.
And we see these changes in the eye pattern of the blood vessels.
Well, given the obesity epidemic, it has spawned, of course, a type 2 diabetes epidemic. You
right.
must be seeing more and more of this now with patients with that type 2 diabetes derived from diet and lifestyle than ever before in your practice, I would assume.
Yep. We all do. All the optometrists, who I interact with. As a matter of fact, I have a colleague who is up in the Northwest, and he specializes in diabetic eye conditions.
My land. So in treating the eyes, you almost have to know a lot about weight loss to help the patient.
Well, that was one of the reasons I started the Ocular Nutrition Society. It's a nonprofit organization that actually teaches eye care professionals about nutrition for eye health. And one of the biggest areas that we had to get involved with is remembering that the eyes are connected to the body, and that you are seeing manifestations of physical problems. We can see we see brain tumors, we see all kinds of stuff coming up through the eyes.
Oh, I got to talk to you about that. We'll be right back.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, that quote, the eyes are a window to the soul of a person. While listening to Dr. Anshel, the eyes seem to be a window into a person's health. It's amazing what you can learn from examining a person's eyes. We have a caller in Lansdale. We're going to get to Mary in 1 second. you gave me a teaser there, Dr. Anshel, and you're saying we can look into the a patient's eyes, and we can determine whether or not cancer is developing.
Yeah, actually, the retina literally is an extension of the brain, and we can, look into the, see if there's anything going wrong with the retina itself, but also on the visual side, how the person's seeing. And this is, something that happened with me several years ago when I was in the military service and examining a recruit, and this person couldn't see too well out of one side of his eye. And so we tested him out and found that he had a pituitary tumor, and it affected his vision. See, the visual pathway, as we call it, from the eyeball to the brain transverses throughout the entire brain. We perceive these images that we get from our eyeballs actually in the very back part of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is a brain tumor somewhere along that way, it'll affect the vision in certain patterns, if you will. Some particular part of a person's vision will be
impaired,
blinded, so that we can literally map out pretty closely where along that pathway the tumor is.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's go to Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Mary, welcome to the show. You had a question for Dr. Anshel.
Yes. I have two. Because while I am waiting, I have the second question pop to my head. One, thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
What patient can do to prevent retinal drusen become degenerated? The other question is, does Dr. Jeffrey Anshel have any website so we can contact him through the internet?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. First question.
Retinal degenerations. There's
age-related macular degeneration.
Age-related.
Macular degeneration.
Right,
okay.
age-related macular.
Age-related macular degeneration. How to prevent the existing retinal drusen become degenerate?
Right. Well, it is called age-related, so it does happen as we get older, and there is a genetic link. So you may have some genes that maybe make it more likely to get it. So we do have actually some genetic testing that we can do to see if you have any likelihood of getting macular degeneration. But there's no nutritional science that says, yes, this will prevent it. But if you do get it, we found that there are nutrients that will slow the progression, but nothing that we know of right now that will prevent or stop or reverse macular degeneration.
What gets degenerated?
The macula is the central part of the retina where we get our 20/20 from. So that area is called the macula. And so what happens is, and we're really looking at the inflammatory process. There's an inflammation that goes on there, and there's a lack of nutrients that supply that part of the blood supply to that area is very limited because we can't see through blood. And so, we can't have a lot of blood flowing around that area because we have the visual part of it. So it gets its nutrition from blood supply behind it. And so this communication between the retina and the blood supply behind it breaks down somehow.
So in other words, the macula of the retina gets damaged. Is that what it is? Am I right about that?
Exactly. Right, yeah. Because the rods and cones are very highly reactive cells in the retina. And they're so highly reactive that they actually regenerate themselves. And pieces break off, and these pieces get shuttled out into the bloodstream and reprocessed in the body.
Okay.
And what happens is that some of these
debris.
There you go, debris. We call it the little dump trucks. The garbage is not being taken out properly, and it accumulates back there. And then what that does is it blocks off the proper nutrition to those cells.
I see.
And they start to degenerate.
This function sort of gets impaired as people age.
Exactly. And what the actual cause is still to be determined. But we see these small deposits of debris building up in the back of the eye.
How have you treated it?
How do we treat it?
How do you treat it in your practice?
Well, basically it's counseling the patient at this point. We know there are nutrients that help protect the retina, the rods and cones, and these are called carotenoids, which are similar to beta-carotene in the same general category, which is why people think carrots are, the good thing for your eyes. But one is called lutein, and the other is called zeaxanthin, and these are both carotenoids that accumulate specifically in the center of the retina to help block the high-energy blue light that reaches the retina. And so it helps to protect and filter out a lot of the light, which is the highest energy light reaching the retina.
I see, which can damage it.
Exactly, right, and it damages over time. So wearing good quality sunglasses in the sun is very important because the ultraviolet reaches the front of the eye, and the blue light will reach the back of the eye.
And
so it's important to block that off.
Where's a website that Mary and others can contact you?
The easy one is smartmedicineforyoureyes.com.
Smart Medicine for Your Eyes?
Right.
Smartmedicineforyoureyes.com. That's how to get in touch with Dr. Anshel. Did I get that right?
Yep, that's the name of my book, and that's my website.
Okay. Just be smart. We like this. This is a great conversation, I'm telling you. We haven't even gotten to what Dr. Anshel came to talk about. We'll get to that. We have that pot on the stove. It's simmering. I have it off to the left. We got 4 pots on this stove, and his is on there. We're going to get to it in the second portion. I hope we answered your questions, Mary.
Yes, it does. Very in detail. I appreciate him and you very much.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you more. And we'll go back to Lansdale when we come back, and we'll talk to Denise. Lansdale, big LTN audience in Lansdale area in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia area. We love those people up there. We love everybody that listens to this show. I do. I love you because I appreciate you taking the time to listen to the show. It's meaningful. We'll come back with Dr. Anshel, and we're coast to coast, and we'll do that.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning into the show today. You got lucky today, boy, because Dr. Jeffrey Anshel's on, and just learned so much when he's on the show. Intriguing conversation in this first part of the show. If you missed it, everything's on demand at letstalknutrition.com. The audio is under a link called Show Schedule. You just click on that, and then you slide down there, and you'll see the date, the name of the guest, and the title and whatnot for the show. And then, of course, all the video is on the homepage. Some are displayed, and the rest are on YouTube. And there's a link that'll take you directly to YouTube. And there's no charge to get onto the website. We don't do that. Dr. Jeffrey Anshel, as you guessed, is my guest. As you guess, is my guest. And he's written a few books. One in 2015 was called Ocular Nutrition Handbook. And then the second edition in 2011 of his book called Smart Medicine for Your Eyes. In fact, that's the way you get to his website, smartmedicineforyoureyes.com. And he wrote a book in 2005 called Visual Ergonomics Handbook. Dr. Anshel, welcome back. There are all kinds of eye doctors out there with different titles. Can you just, people get confused, optometrist, ophthalmologist, whatever. Can you sort that out for a second?
Sure, no problem. It's a very common misconception here. The ophthalmologist is an MD, go through medical school, and then they spend several years specializing in eye surgery and diseases. The optometrist goes through 4 years of optometry school plus an internship and studies more eye diseases as well. So optometrists are well versed in detecting eye diseases, but basically we just don't do surgery.
Right.
For the most part.
And okay, so ophthalmologists are MDs. Surgeons.
Right. They're MDs with surgeons. We are ODs. And, we specialize in more like contact lenses, glasses exams, and different types of programs, learning problems, which are vision-related, perceptual problems, kids in school, autism we deal with, all kinds of problems.
Yeah, but it's still rigorous training, and you have to know what you're doing. Let's go back to Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Denise, welcome back to the show. Thanks for, I know you were holding, then you called back, so we appreciate it. We had to go into those messages. So thanks.
No problem.
How are you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks for asking.
Good. Doctor, I would like to have your input on floaters, what causes them, how to get rid of them. I heard that apple pectin helps to remove them. Can you clarify on that?
Okay, so floaters, typically there's two reasons to get floaters. Mostly, we're born with them. Before we're born, the blood vessels in the eye grow through the center of the eye to feed the front of the eye in development. And just before birth, these blood vessels all dissolve so that the center part of the eye is all clear to allow light to get through to the retina. But nature's not perfect, so occasionally some of these blood vessels, little pieces of cells, are suspended in the gel part of the center of the eye. I kind of liken it to bananas floating in Jell-O, right? Just suspended in there. And typically we won't really notice these when we're younger because the gel is very solid, and these little particles, these little cells, are suspended far away from the retina, and you never notice them. But as we age, that gel starts to soften up a little bit, so these little pieces of cells start to float around a little bit more, and then they get close to the retina, and then we look at a bright light or up in a bright wall or up in the sky or a computer screen, and boom, it casts a shadow on our retina, and we see it.
I'll be darned.
And then it floats in, floats out, goes back and forth.
It can be very annoying, couldn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not deadly or anything. It's not a disease necessarily, but it is annoying. Especially, there's those one or two that you notice, and they come and they go. The other type is, if there is an inflammation in the retina, in the back of the eye, it will throw more cells into the center of the eye, and then you'll see a lot of them. So if you're seeing these same one or two floaters come and go a little bit here and there, unfortunately, there's really nothing to do about it. But if you see like 100 all of a sudden, you definitely need to get to see an eye doctor quickly, just to make sure something significant is not going wrong. As far as what to do about it, there's a few doctors who are trying to use some lasers to blow these apart. It sounds a little strange, but there are a few doctors doing that. A lot of the feedback I've gotten from that is it'll take a large floater and explode it into a lot of little floaters, so it's not necessarily a better. Some people may get some improvements if there's one that's central into the eye, it's blocking your vision, but those are rare. But also something else to do is to notice that vitamin C has been shown to help to firm up that gel part of the eye so it doesn't degenerate.
Would you have to take that in
quickly.
the vitamin C in therapeutic doses, like 10 grams a day or something?
You have to load it up quite a bit. Maybe about 5,000 a day would be 5,000 milligrams.
Milligrams, 5 grams. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Does that help answer your question?
Yeah, that was a fabulous, informative. Yeah, that really, really, really pinpoints it. Yeah, it's excellent. That was great.
Yeah, and I can relate because I've had floaters. I remember seeing floaters since I've been 7 years old. So I see them here and there, but you learn to ignore them. Changing the lighting also, dimming the computer light would help if you see them on the computer, things like that.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That's interesting. The reason I was concerned was because the eye that it's in, I had damage done to the optic. I had a blood clot hit the optic nerve about 20 years ago, and I thought, well, is that the reason? Because that eye is, a little damaged. I mean,
right. And if you've had a blood clot in the back of the eye, this could be just some of those pieces of cells from that blood clot floating around.
All those years?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't go anywhere.
They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
They don't go anywhere. They're contained. They're like in a box. They're not going anywhere.
That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you
Denise.
so much. Have a
Great question.
day.
Good question. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much. I'm going to go back to Lansdale one more time and talk to Bob. Bob, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for taking my call, Doctor.
It's my pleasure.
I have a question regarding a friend that has wet macular. And for a period of time, he's been getting the injections into the eye.
Right.
But the condition is getting worse. I have read about a couple of drugs that provide some help, but are non-effective if you've had cataract surgery, which he has had.
Well, that's a challenging situation because with as I described earlier, the macular degeneration starts with a poor communication between the retina and the blood supply behind it. So that's what we call the dry macular degeneration. But once that goes on for a while, the body is looking for ways to get blood to the retina from the back. So it will literally grow new blood vessels behind the retina to try to feed the retina properly. Unfortunately, these types of blood vessels are very thin and porous, and they will tend to leak or break a little bit, so there will be some bleeding in the back of the eye and swelling, and that's where the wet macular degeneration comes from. So the thing that, and what happens is the swelling will swell up the retina, and there goes your vision. It reduces your vision significantly. They found that there are a few anti-cancer drugs that they can literally inject directly into the eye. And it sounds pretty nasty, but there's no pain receptors back there, so you feel a little bit of pressure, but it's not like somebody sticking a needle in the front of your eye.
Oh, my.
So it's an injection that they use, and what that does is it reduces the fluid and allows the retina to go back into its normal shape.
Yeah.
The bad news on that, number one, typically the effect only lasts about 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks. So you're getting these injections about every couple of months.
Oh, boy.
And just the recent
what
research I've seen is that the effect does wear off as time goes on.
I see. Bob, I hope that answers your question. Dr. Anshel will be back with you again in a minute. Don't go away. A lot more to go.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Zinnia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Zinnia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Zinnia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Zinnia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Zinnia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, and collagen and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you're strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Zinnia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Zinnia by name. Start taking Zinnia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Alga Life, algae for life. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Dr. Jeffrey Anshel is my guest, and been having an interesting conversation. Dr. Anshel, I know you have in your practice, you probably prescribe all sorts of nutritional protocols and whatnot. But recently on the scene is CBD oil.
Right. Yep.
Do you think that in the long run or short run or at any at any period, this is going to become a compound that can help with eye health?
Oh, absolutely. The CBD, which does come from the hemp plant, has been shown, and there's a lot of science out there, but I think there's a lot more research that does need to be done. But it has been shown to have good anti-inflammatory properties. So as I mentioned, that the macular degeneration starts off as an inflammatory process. And also, as I was discussing with this macular degeneration concept here, the drug that they do inject into the back of the eye for the wet macular degeneration is an anti-cancer drug. And the reason it works against cancer is it blocks off the growth of those new blood vessels. Well, that's the same thing that happens in the wet macular degeneration. So it's actually very similar. It's called the blood vessels grow because of a complex called VEGF in the back of in the bloodstream. And so the CBD seems to have that same anti-cancer potential. So I think that's got a lot of potential in the future. And also it's actually works to support not only the immune system but also nerve fibers as well. So the optic nerve gets affected by glaucoma. And now we've heard, since the 70s that smoking pot helps glaucoma, and actually it kind of does because it will lower the eye pressure a little bit, but it only lasts about 3 to 4 hours. So literally somebody would have to stay high for like smoking 4 or 5 or 6 joints a day or something like that to maintain that effect. So that's not very practical. But they are looking at the CBD, which does not have that psychoactive effect, to also maintain that pressure as well. Not only for the pressure part of it, but the protection of the optic nerve, which gets affected in glaucoma.
877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. So there's the usual suspect on the crime scene, inflammation.
Yep, seems to be pervasive. Now, we do need some inflammation in our body because, you got a cut, you don't want to bleed to death. So, the inflammatory factors are very important. So that acute inflammation is very important. But the problem is that we have chronic inflammation, this constant insult to our immune system, and we're constantly having to fight off things. And a lot of that goes back to food. We actually have a very inflammatory diet. And I'm sure it's something that you've covered in the past as well.
Oh, yeah. We talk a lot about
it. We can actually control a lot of the inflammatory factors in our body just by what we're eating.
Let's go back to Lansdale. Mary, welcome back to the show.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Thank you for taking my call again. I appreciate you guys very, very much.
Okay.
I would like to ask the doctor, what can we do to decrease glaucoma risk?
The risk of glaucoma, well, first of all, there is also a slight genetic component there, and that area is still being looked at. There are several genes that are related to glaucoma, and just to let you know, the glaucoma is this uncontrolled increase in the pressure inside the eye, and that does a couple of things. Number one, it compresses the retina, literally. And number two, it does not allow a proper blood supply to enter into the eye to feed it properly. So, because the blood's flowing against a high pressure against it. So those are a couple of things that happen with glaucoma. And the biggest problem in glaucoma is similar to blood pressure, is you won't feel the difference. You'll never know that the pressure is high because there's no receptors like that in the back of the eye. So that's why you need to get your pressure checked on a regular basis. Again, similar to blood pressure. But reducing the risk of glaucoma, again, we don't really have a lot of nutritional support for that. There's some studies that seem to indicate some vitamin C might be helpful in controlling the pressure, but a lot of it is exercise. Actually, has been shown to be very effective in maintaining eye pressure as well.
Okay, how much vitamin C and what kind of exercise? Aerobic or strength training?
Yeah, aerobic exercise is good. Actually, if you have glaucoma, you should not be doing inverted yoga postures. Okay. So that is one area that you need to be cautious of. But if you don't have glaucoma, yoga is very good. It's relaxing, and
just don't be standing on your head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the pressure would be too much for the eye pressure. And the vitamin C, that's going to kind of vary. Same thing, about maybe 5,000 a day, 5,000 milligrams a day would be good. But the critical part about taking vitamin C is to make sure you break it up throughout the day, because it flushes out of the body on a regular basis. So don't just take a bunch of pills all at once and think that you're getting enough vitamin C for the day.
Yeah, you want to keep it in the bloodstream so you distribute it throughout the day.
Exactly right.
All right. Thank you, Mary. We're headed into some messages. We got to go. And we'll come back at the bottom of the hour. Want to talk a little bit more about CBD oil. This is a compound. It's only new in the sense that it's now in the natural products industry. But this compound has been around for a long time. And, of course, hemp has been around forever. And its contribution to health is pretty remarkable, as well as to many other dimensions of our life. Maybe, again, as I said many times before, maybe the government will finally let farmers start to grow hemp in our country.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. Dr. Jeffrey Anshel is my guest today. We're having a good class. This is a good class today.
Thank you.
Making you work hard for the money, as that song, that rock tune goes, working hard for the money, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm sorry, Dr. Anshel. Where are you today, by the way?
I'm in the San Diego area.
Oh, and it's early in the morning. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Got you doing this.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, just another day in paradise. I can manage.
How long have you been in practice?
Pretty close to 40 years.
Did you say 40?
Yeah, I did.
You only look 40.
Well, let's say I started young.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Chicago, and then the Navy sent me out here after optometry school, and they never said I had to go back, so I stuck it out.
Yeah. What do you like most about clinical work?
Just answering people's questions, helping them figure out what's going on so they can see well and maintain their good vision throughout their entire lives. It's just a fascinating area. I've been blessed to be involved in this great area where in the developments that have gone on in this area. The number one surgery in the country today is cataract surgery. Of all surgeries. And so, the baby boomers are getting in their 60s and 70s, and it's very common to get, cataracts at that age. And so, and all these different aging disorders are coming up. So we're really having a lot to deal with. There's great new technologies out there, but I'm convinced that the nutritional way is to help prevent a lot of these things from happening.
Mm-hmm. What's the most difficult condition you have to treat?
Well, macular degeneration is near the top of the list there. Those are challenges. And, we can only do, as optometrists, we could do so much. I work with a retinal specialist, an ophthalmologist, surgeon, and, we work together very well, and I do what I can, in the early stages to try to slow the process down, to try to, support people in their lifestyle and their nutrition. And but once we get to a certain point, they take over with the surgical aspect of it and try to, keep people seeing as well as they can for as long as they can.
Over the years, how many patients have lost their eyesight in your practice, if you had to guess? What percent? What percent?
Not that many, honestly, because we get to a certain point where the only thing left is surgery. So that's where we let the ophthalmologist take over. So in general, their practices tend to be an older demographic than ours do. But I have colleagues that work in this area as well and treat patients throughout their entire life. And we work again. Optometry and ophthalmology are similar professions, but they're different.
Yes.
But they can work together. As a matter of fact, the last 20 years, I shared a space with an ophthalmologist, and we work together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing to do.
Youngest patient you ever treated?
Well, I actually had a 6-month-old in for an eye exam a couple of weeks ago.
And the oldest patient you ever treated?
Oh, the oldest. I'm sorry.
No, I said the youngest, and now the oldest.
Oh, I see. Okay. The oldest, 98, I believe.
My land.
Somebody in their 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're a good guest, and you're. I can tell you're so dialed in. 40 years of clinical. My God, I mean, that's a remarkable achievement in and of itself. To be able.
I just enjoy it. Yeah, people start talking about retirement, and to me, that's boring.
You retire to what, right?
Yeah, exactly. Really.
What am I going to retire to?
I love what I do. I love what I do.
Thank you. Thank you. You're probably the only two people that made me feel that way. I retire. He said, "What do you retire? What are you talking about? Retire to what? What am I going to do? What What? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you, Dr. Anshel. That's
having
great.
Too much fun. Yeah.
You're having too much fun. You're helping people. Gives you a purpose, doesn't it?
Absolutely, especially with the new things that are coming up. And going quickly back to the CBD thing that we were talking about, it's there's so much research that can be done once the regulations change, and I think they are changing, and it's opening up to the health aspect of the whole cannabis industry, and it's just exciting to see these nature's way of making its way into our lifestyle, into supporting us, into maintaining our health.
What kind of results have you had now in prescribing CBD oil for your patients? What have you seen happen here?
Well, one of the interesting ones is the hemp seed oil. And it's one of the aspects of it. It's got a lot of good, obviously, nutritional aspects of it. Good natural vitamin E, for example, but also the omega-6, omega-3 ratio, the essential fatty acids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very important in maintaining the moisture of the tear film in the front of the eye.
Mm.
And while we talk about these blinding diseases and these very nasty diseases, glaucoma, cataracts, macular degeneration, one of the more common things I see is dry eyes. And this is a huge area that's kind of under the radar because it's not sight-threatening, but it's very common, and it's even more so in people using computers and computer displays, and which we all do. And so it's very challenging to get people, they don't want to be using eye drops all the time. It messes up their eye makeup. It's very, if you can't find the bottle, and it's sprayed all over their face, it's just not very easy to work with. But what I found is that if we get the right omega-6, omega-3 balance in their diet, that will resolve the problems.
You got to watch with the omega-6, right? Too much get a little bit of inflammation, no?
Well, actually, it's all about the balance. And while we tend to think, if we look at it on paper, we can say, well, this part is omega-3, this looks anti-inflammatory, the omega-6 is pro-inflammatory, but the omega-6 also is anti-inflammatory as well. It's both pro and anti-inflammatory. And this tends to get lost in all the hype about black and white.
Yes. So you'd like it to be what, a 1-to-1 ratio?
No, actually, 4-to-1 of omega-6s to omega-3. So actually more omega-6s, but it's the source of the omega-6 that really counts.
Really? 4 to 1?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Don't forget we need inflammation, the acute inflammation. But if we have typically we get our omega-6s, and by the way, the typical American diet is about 25-to-1 omega-6s.
That's too much, no?
Exactly, way too much. So 4-to-1 is pretty good compared to most people.
All right.
So,
we're good.
But the source, if it's these corn oils and these vegetable oils, those are the ones that have the high omega-6, and it pushes the pro-inflammatory pathway.
When they invented those oil pressing machines, that was a blessing and a curse. You know that? I mean, when we were able to extract the oil from the seeds. We'll come back. We'll have a LTN Health question of the day, and we'll resume our conversation with Dr. Anshel.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you've never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, BSN, finish first, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
All right, we'll serve up the LTN health question of the day. So, turns out that according to the I'm trying to see which outfit we got these statistics from. I think at the American College of Ophthalmology, Dr. Anshel. That's where I got these numbers.
American Academy of Ophthalmology.
American Academy of Ophthalmology. That's a pretty good outfit, no?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They know their stuff, yeah.
They know their stuff. All right. According to them, nearly 2.1 million Americans age 50 and older have late age-related macular degeneration.
Right.
Okay. Back in 2010, I'm giving some context for the health question. 9.1 million Americans had early AMD. Then they said at their website, by age 80, 1 in 10 Americans will suffer from late AMD, age-related macular degeneration. Here's the question. If you get the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Not you, Dr. Anshel, the listener or the viewer.
Okay.
You don't need another $25. You're doing okay. Which is more common? Is late AMD more common in men, or is it more common in women?
Good question.
Good question, right? 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. If you don't know the answer, guess. You got a 50-50 chance of being right. That's better than what the casinos in Vegas. So, I'm saying, just guess if you don't know. Is it men or women? Which gender is more inclined to suffer from late AMD? Dr. Anshel, welcome back. So CV Sciences does a great job in making the CBD oil. They make a wonderful product.
Yes, they do. Yeah, in various forms as well. They have sprays and pills and things like that, so it's easy to get in.
Are you on their medical board?
Yes, I am.
So when doctors say they're on medical boards and this and that, would you all meet for coffee and stuff? What do you all?
Rarely, because we all have our own lives and we're all over the place. But when there's science to look at, and we do some research on our own, looking up studies and making sure that if they have questions about a particular study or something like that, we can review it, or we'll put out press releases, things like that.
Sure. How did you come upon the CBD oil and to figure out to include it in your practice?
Well, actually, it was through the nutritional approach. One of the people at CV Sciences used to be with another nutrition company that I dealt with as president of the Ocular Nutrition Society.
You talking about Stuart Tomk?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my pal.
I figured. Yeah, Stuart's everywhere. And so I knew Stuart from his previous company, and then out of the blue, I got I'm not sure if they did a mailing or something. I got an email message about Stuart and his new position at CV Sciences. I go, wait a minute, I know that guy. So I contacted him, and as a matter of fact, and he's in the San Diego branch. So I drove on down, and we had lunch and connected. And
yeah, well, they're lucky to have you. You're good to be on that medical board. They're a good company. They control the product from seed to shelf.
Right.
Great raw materials, and I mean they do it right. And they're interested in the science. They're no hocus pocus here. They do it the right way.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I always appreciated about Stuart is he was very, concentrated on the science and made sure that everything was well above board and true to fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to West Chase. It's an area in the Tampa Bay area. Vidi lives there. Vidi, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Dr. Garko. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Good. So, with late stage AMD, we're talking like people by age 80. 1 in 10 Americans has late AMD.
Mm-hmm.
Is it more common in women, or is it more common in men at that stage of life?
It's more common in women.
Yeah, that's the right answer. I guess my question then, don't hang up, Vidi. My question, Dr. Anshel, is why would that be?
It may be hormonal, but for the most part, we're guessing that women just live longer than men.
I see. I get it. There you go.
That's one of the possible explanations. Yep.
Yeah. So no good deed goes unpunished. You live a long time, you suffer. Yeah. Vitae,
well, I'm not going there.
I get that.
Yes,
Vitae, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate your listenership, and it's important to the show that we have. I know you've been listening to the show quite a while, haven't you?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
My
wife and I, Charu and I, listen to your show.
Do you find that? I'm just curious now. I want to know. Mm-hmm. Do we talk about things that are of practical importance to you?
Yes. You know, I'm not a 20-year-old, so I do listen to stuff to keep myself, in shape. And of course, my wife helps me a lot, guides me a lot. But the answer to your question is yes, absolutely.
Good. Glad this. I had a professor, and when I was taking my statistics courses for my PhD, it took about 4 or 5 of them. And the professor would always say, yes, you got statistical significance with this finding, but is it of any practical importance? Mm-hmm. And that's stuck in my head, and it applies to many things. We can talk a lot about a lot of theoretical things. They may be wonderful theoretically, and I get that, but are they of any practical importance to people? Are these findings any practical importance? What we talk about, is it of... There's this intimate relationship between theory and practice. Kurt Lewin he used to say, nothing more theoretical than good practice, nothing more practical than good theory. So I'm always that tension between the two. So I'm glad to hear that, at least for you, and I hope for others, that the show does have practical importance. Thank you, Vitae.
Thank you.
Dr. Anshel, thank you so much for being on. You're a great guest, man. I hope I get a chance to meet you in person, and we can talk about what these other people do in retirement. How about that?
Sounds great. I appreciate it, Michael.
Take care of yourself today. I'm sorry we got you up so early. We appreciate it very much. Trust me, and please give my best to Stuart if you talk to him. CV Sciences, they make the best CBD oil. You got to go to your health store and start to learn and learn more about, cannabidiol, CBD oil. CV Sciences is the brand. Make no mistake about it. Your health is your wealth. Your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you and keep your vision in sight.